So you want to start your private practice without taking insurance. In today's video, I'm going to share the why and the how. If you're first wondering, is opening a private practice worth it? The answer is yes. You need to focus on skill building so that you can maintain the level of profitability that you desire. Whether that be replacing your clinical salary, making $100,000, or even $1 million plus a year, you're still going to need to go through that same process of skill building to then grow and maintain the income level that you desire. Keep in mind that private practice dietitians are among the highest type of dietitian earners, meaning that out of any career opportunity that a dietitian, a registered dietitian can pursue, private practitioners are the top 10% earners. So the top 10% earners in dietetics are earning around $100,000 a year as registered dietitians who are private practice operators. Now, we don't have the data on if they're insurance or cash pay, virtual or brick and mortar, but I think it's fair to assume that adding multiple revenue streams, whether it be from insurance and cash pay, or having a cash pay business where you have multiple ways to make money, is going to help you increase your profitability if you do it right. The good news to owning a private practice is there's no ceiling on the amount of money that you can make and the level of control you can have on your own life so that you can decide when do you want to work, when do you not want to work? Do you want to take Fridays off? When do you want to take vacations? How much time do you want to spend with your family? Because the only resource that we can never get back is time. So being really mindful of how you want to use your time and how you want to have free time is a really important part of being a dietitian and enjoying your quality of life. And you see, owning a private practice can give you your time back if you follow a strategy that delivers you the results you're looking for. The bad part about being a private practice owner, I think we can all agree, is that there's a lot of aspects that you're going to have to figure out on your own. And that can cause a lot of decision fatigue among dietitians who don't have a background in business or haven't yet grown a successful private practice in the past. And that's why I created a proprietary process to show you the different stages of business as a lifestyle business owner that you can explore and go from one stage to the next and learn step by step what skills that you have to build and learn so that you can achieve the lifestyle goals that you intend. So a lot of you get a little confused around cash pay and insurance, which makes sense because the most common form and model of private practice is insurance because it's been around the longest, and cash pay is still a foreign concept to a lot of dietitians who don't realize you can make a full living and have the most control over starting a cash pay practice. Cash only means you do not participate with an insurer. A cash only system means that you accept debit card, credit card, cash, and actual checks is what you would accept in a cash only practice. Checks. Does anybody accept checks? I don't think I've ever accepted a check unless if it's from the IRS. But a cash and insurance combo mean that you can do both. So if you choose to take insurance and accept cash, then you can be, you can get the best of either world if you'd like. I don't want to say the best of both worlds, but I can say you can get the best of either world. A lot of private practitioners, including many of our clients, have done both. And they can choose later if they want to drop the insurance panels or not, but you can definitely use insurance if that feels good to you when you're starting out, and you can, change your mind with time. The ultimate definition of being your own boss would be a cash pay business because you have the most control over your business. You can choose the strategy, you have full control over every aspect of the business. And that's ultimately the dream, because if you want to achieve the level of profitability that you desire and maintain it, you can really get there faster and in a way that you desire if you are the decision maker in every aspect of that business framework that you've created. Now, the bad part about cash pay is that you are then subject to making all of those decisions independently. And that's why getting help can be really important. And that's why getting help from someone like me and my team is helpful, because we've been able to help 1,000 dietitians start and grow cash pay practices. So I definitely have the framework and the step-by-step roadmap to help get you there. Now, the beauty of insurance, I'm sure you already know, is that you don't have to market. So it's less skill sets that you're going to have to master if you are working with insurers. Now, insurance is a really popular option for dietitians who are newer because they're getting their kind of leg in the door, so to speak. They're really putting on those training wheels and getting closer to making money without having to learn all of the skill sets needed for a full cash pay business where you have to do the marketing, sales, operations, admin, etc. Because there's a lot of different categories and functions in a business that you need to learn to be able to master your goals. The cons of insurance is that you do have to work with insurers, and you're going to have to do a lot of administration with the paperwork and working with different providers depending on how you want to set up your practice. There are billing and fees associated as well with taking insurance. And what this means is that you don't have full control. You don't have full control over your rates and then you've got all that paperwork. And that doesn't mean you don't have paperwork in cash pay. It just looks a little bit differently in a cash pay only model. So again, with insurance, you're not going to have full control because you can't decide the rates, and the admin associated is going to look a little different in particular when it comes to insurance. So it's just a different way to run your business. If you want to start a cash-only business, you're going to have to set a goal. You're going to have to create a plan, and you're going to have to stay committed to that plan to make it come to fruition. You're going to have to, drumroll, market well. Because if you don't have to learn marketing and insurance because you're hooked up with panels, that means that you will have to learn how to get those people, get those potential clients in a cash pay model. And that is the biggest mistake and the biggest area of opportunity I see for dietitians who are struggling to ramp up a cash pay practice, is that they're just not sure how to get clients, right? And of course, there's other skill sets that need to be mastered after you get clients, but that's that one area that seems to be the biggest sticking point for all of the dietitians who we serve. I suggest choosing 2 avenues for marketing, meaning 2 different channels or ways for you to get your message out there. Now, that could be through online marketing, or it could be through online marketing and in-person marketing. For example, maybe you choose to grow your email list, which I definitely recommend because you own your email list. In addition to growing your email list, you might be able to leverage in-person connections. You might be able to network. And in networking, you can meet people, maybe do some talks, and then get the people that you meet to join your email list. And so that's one way of growing your practice, is you can leverage list building, which then you would send out regular emails and newsletters and try to convert folks from your list to then purchasing your products and services. And you would find those people by networking in person, trade shows, events, etc. That's one way to do it. You could also choose you want to do full online. You want to build an email list and use social media to grow your list. So maybe you're using Instagram and content marketing. You're creating blogs and posts and videos to then share your message and then get people to join your free guide and your email list. And then while they're on your email list, you're then sending regular emails and getting them to be interested in the products and services you're selling and the transformation you provide. And then that's how you get people to convert from interested to then paying customers. So there's a lot of different ways to do it, but I would suggest one online and another online. So either 2 online mediums or 1 online medium, and then 1 in person, more of a traditional, right? So you can incorporate digital marketing, meaning anything online, with traditional, meaning like trade shows and networking in person. You want to choose what feels comfortable to you, but you absolutely want to start taking advantage of using online communications because it's going to help you expand your messaging and it's going to help you make more sales if you know how to do it right. If you want help following a step-by-step strategy for choosing whether it's traditional marketing or digital marketing, I invite you to apply for coaching. You can fill out the form below to apply for a call with me or someone from my team and learn about how we might be able to support your stage of business so that you can achieve the goals that you want as a private practitioner, specifically cash pay model. Now, you might not know this, but 45% of practitioners fail in the first 5 years. And you might be wondering, well, why? That's a pretty high amount. And the reason is because practitioners don't spend enough time and energy, and they underestimate the amount of skills that they'll need to build to grow and maintain their private practice. The number one reason that private practices fail includes cash issues. Now, if you're a brick and mortar, your costs are even higher because you have to pay for an office and space, etc. Versus if you go virtual, you save a lot of money on that. But it's a lot more than just that one expense of that fixed overhead. There's also a lot that goes into running a practice, including learning about data and metrics, learning about profitability, learning about what decisions to make based on your profitability. And that goes in hand with what is your business model? What are your goals? What are your skill sets? And because there's so much to learn with being a private practitioner, that's why I suggest getting help, getting a mentor. More specifically, work with someone who understands what it's like to be a dietitian and to be a dietitian growing a cash pay business. More specifically, to be a dietitian growing a cash pay business and leveraging the internet to do so and make sales and continue to make sales so that you can achieve the lifestyle goals that you want. Now, keep in mind that if you're struggling with profitability, insurance might be a way to help you because that's going to eliminate some of the extra marketing that you might need to do. Now, you might not decide to take insurance forever, but it can be a way to help you supplement some of your income. I want you to start thinking about how you want to run your practice and what that would mean to you, because the sooner that you can crystallize your goals, the sooner you can start writing that business plan. Even a 1-page, not saying it needs to be anything extensive. Start writing down some of your goals and then start working towards taking action from those goals so that you can start to make some progress. Remember, your first few clients are always the hardest. If you want to learn about starting well working full-time, I want you to check out this next video on screen.